What's up, everybody? I'm a little bit lonely tonight because all my co-hosts not quite here yet, as you can see. But it's not like I've never done a show by myself before. As you know, back in the day, I used to have my own show by myself. And this is Gina V Productions, so just gonna have to wing it a little bit in the beginning, but you know what the title is, right? It's called Who's to Blame. So, but before we get into all that, I want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Yes, Christian. Hello to the queen herself, Gina. I want to thank you guys for showing up. We got Fernando in the chat. Fernando's throwback, as you guys know him. So yes, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subs. So please, we don't make anything happen unless you subscribe. So please do that. Also, we have a Patreon account. So if you want to become a Patreon member, I highly recommend that you do that. We only have 2 tiers. The first one is a $5 tier, and that one just says, hey, you guys are doing great. We rock with you. And in return, we put your name on the outro video. So after the end of the show, you'll see your name, and that's pretty legit, right? And so tier 2 is $10 a month, and we have 3 Patreon members that subscribe for $10 a month. That's Ms. Debbie, Ms. Danielle, and Ms. Tanya. Thank you for your loyalty. And you always get shout out no matter what tier you are in. So thank you for your loyalty and consistency, and for always being here. Appreciate all of you. So we got Tanya in the house, one of our Patreon members. We've got she's telling us that Curry's on fire. I love I was watching Monday Night Football, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Sorry, but the Raiders, or as I like to call haters, I don't really give a shit, right? And the Lions, I mean, they're kind of up and down, but I have Ahmad St. Brown in my lineup, but I'm fucking terribly losing in fantasy this week because I fucked up big time. And a lot of people that I put on the bench came up huge. So I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to. I'm on a 2-game losing streak. That's a whole nother conversation. Warriors are currently 89-77. Okay, so Tanya, I'm with you. Christian is in the house. What's up? And who else do we got? Let's see. Oh, we got Red Jet Shell. What's up, Shell? Where's your Warriors jersey, Gina? Just asking because you usually wear it game day. I know. You know what? I had so much going on today. I met with a new doctor today. So I was just kind of like all over. I had so much going on today. So what's up, Shell? And Miss Debbie Deb, what's up? What's up, my little sister? Blessings to everyone joining. And don't forget to hit that like button, because if you hit the like button, the algorithm goes up and we get more recognition. We're just a little old channel trying to do some big things. So we just need your help with that. So please log in, hit that like button, and it just helps all of us. So just rock with me while I hit this, doing this YOLO solo, whatchamacallit. Fernando says, is it time to panic? We shall see. We'll get into that. What's up, Steve? Steve's my boy. We always send funny ass reels to each other on Instagram and memes. He gets my sense of humor. I get his. Marcus, what's up? I'm just trying to stall some time here for my co-host to come in, but hey, I can run this ship on myself if I have to, because you already know how I rock. Marcus, salute. That's one of our moderators. Gina's team is trash. Oh, what? Because you're the Celtics fan? Whatever. Lots of missed tackles yesterday. Hey, Jorge, my road dog. We go way back. And missed tackles reminded me of the Chiefs' loss at home last season. Oh my God. And that's when Bosa had just came back off an injury. So that was, And we had just gotten Christian McCaffrey, and I think he only played like 10 or 12 snaps. So yeah, I do remember that. The Wise Soul. What up? What up, Wise?
Yo, what's going on? How you doing?
Good to see you.
I'm muted. How you doing? How's everything going?
I'm just kicking it. Thought I was going YOLO, dolo, solo, but hey.
Oh, no, I'm in the building with you.
Yes.
We're gonna knock this out. What's
going
on, chat?
What up, Christian? Dennis will not be on for a couple weeks. He has some personal things that he has to attend to, but he'd be the only one that could brag. You are correct with that. What up, Trey from Barbershop Sports Podcast, Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Trey says 49ers on a bad stretch, need to recoup during the bye. You ain't lying.
We definitely in a bad stretch right now.
It definitely is not looking too what's the word besides good. It's looking haywire.
Oh, no doubt shit is hitting the fan right now, and it's
the shitteth have hitteth the fan.
Oh yeah shit's looking bad. What the hell's going on? Like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm all in. Pause.
So, time to panic? We will answer that and more. What up, Jordan?
What up, Jordan?
How we doing?
Rod said he will be just slightly late. So, and hello to everyone that is viewing. And we do have a like on Facebook.
Smash that like button.
Thank you so much for your like. Let's go ahead and get those likes up.
What's up, Shell? What's up, Tanya?
What up, Tanya? What up, everybody? It's real out here.
Barbershop Sports Talk. We in the building too. What's good, everybody?
Everybody seems to be in a good mood except for a few of us. I don't know why, but it's been real out here in 49er streets for the last 24 hours. So
it's been interesting.
It's been real.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's been real. What up, Rod?
What's cracking, everybody? What's up with it? Hey, man, fuck them Niners right now, man. Keep it above.
Rod Kelly in the building.
Fuck them Niners right now, man. They fucking everything right now, man. They playing like some straight up hoes. When I said last week we was playing like cheeks, I meant that shit. We playing like fucking cheeks out here.
Rod in the cheeks again. Rod in the cheeks.
Yeah, we out here playing like straight ass. We playing like some straight hookers that just got fucked.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm on that. I'm on that type of energy tonight.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, when the hoodie go on, I get to make Jordan laugh. So this is when the hoodie go on, I get to talking wild and reckless, just like my fucking sorry Niners is playing right now.
Evil Kermit in the building.
Hell yeah.
You said evil Kermit?
Evil Kermit.
Yes.
Do it.
Right, yeah.
Yes. I'm about to unleash every time like this. Pause.
My guy said so he can unleash. Jeez.
Unleash. I'm up here using skip words. This shit real bad.
Oh no, not skip.
Yeah, don't go out to skip words. Yeah.
You played yourself.
Exactly.
Oh man. God. By the way, graphics courtesy of the one and only Rod Kelly.
Yep.
I like that noise.
It's so funny.
Right. Made me feel like I'm in a straight 78 porn behind the scenes mode. I bet y'all can't name
behind the scenes.
That is true.
Behind the scenes.
I really do like that beat though.
Yeah, that
Niners made Flavor Flav look good. Sheesh.
That's funny. That's funny.
You know.
Y'all did see what the Hawks did to the Bucks though after he did sing that national anthem, so that made me feel pretty good.
That's fair.
Sheesh.
That's fair.
And man, shout out to Flavor Flav though. That man can play dang near every instrument for real though. So on some real stuff. He's a real artist. But singing, you know, well.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You know, honestly enough,
I love Flavor Flav.
honestly enough,
I
it
do.
wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. When I actually heard about him singing at first, I was like, uh-oh. But then when I actually listened to it, I was like, you know what? It wasn't good, but it's like, that's not terrible. I've heard worse.
Y'all be lying.
I've heard
Stop
worse.
the cap. Stop the cap. You know why? Because
You haven't heard worse?
I've heard worse, but I also know that none of y'all would download any
What,
of
Carl
that
Lewis?
if it was on there. So,
Oh, of
miss me
course
with
not.
that.
No,
See, so it was trash. Y'all know it. Don't tell me. Oh well, it was pretty. You know, it was all right. Nah.
no, I didn't.
Y'all-
I
I
didn't
just
even hear
said
the
it
whole
wasn't
thing.
as bad as I
just
thought
heard-
it was gonna be.
I
was
just heard part of
trash.
it. I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard part of it.
Yeah.
I'll make up for it now.
There you go. Exactly. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it wasn't anything to write home about. So
You're right.
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
The last time I bought Flavor Flav was Public Enemy. 911 is a joke in your town. I actually bought that cassette.
first of all, the fact
Yeah.
that you said cassette, yes, we're showing our time here. I remember cassettes, man. That was the shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Y'all
Until
don't
your
remember putting
until your
this
recorder
piece
ate
of
that
played
shit
it
up.
played it on the boombox. Well, that's what it was
Nah.
called. So
Real. Let me show you my age, and I know some people are older than me in here. I do know this, but I remember. Shout out to the people that used to put the tape in the Teddy Ruxpin back in the day, and watch
Teddy Ruxpin.
mouth. Yeah, watch his mouth move all hella weird. Yeah, I could take y'all back to. them
oh my
days.
god, I never had a Teddy
Teddy
Ruxpin
Ruxpin.
though.
Shit,
I never
I think
had
I
one.
3 of them. I sold one of my dad. Never mind.
Hey, Danielle.
You was out here
Boy, I
slinging
had it.
Teddy's. You was slinging Teddy's rod.
What?
Damn.
Slinging.
What?
I didn't have no
Teddy's.
money like that.
You had to stop you had to stop before the dad part real quick though. I know
I got
you
you.
got that.
Yeah. You know,
That's fair. That's what's up.
statutes of limitation.
Papa was a
I got
Rolling
you.
Stone.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
He said
That's a whole nother story. That's yeah. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, first
No,
Cause
man.
he's
cassette bought
overweight,
was,
love,
I believe,
Heavy D.
Raising Hell, Run DMC was my first cassette tape.
Mm.
Wow.
I take you
Nice.
back.
Okay.
I can't even remember what my first one was.
I couldn't tell
Honestly.
you mine either.
I couldn't
can-
tell you.
Oh,
I
can
know.
tell you what mine
Remember? I
was.
know when they first came out with singles. You remember with just the single, and I was like, "Oh yes! Now I don't have to buy the whole album." I was so excited. I remember my first single. It was Madonna. It was a Madonna song, but I don't remember my first cassette.
But you know what?
Like
Kids
tape.
don't know nothing about old school stuff like that. Because I remember I used to look forward to getting like tapes or CDs and used to read the credits inside or who made the actual, music or
Music, right.
whoever. Yeah, like they don't know nothing about that. They just get the stuff. They just download the song, And then you got whoever it is, whoever produced it. They got them yelling all over the song throughout the whole song. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Tower Records.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Sam Goody.
The warehouse. We used to always go to the warehouse too, because that was in the
Boom.
mall.
The warehouse. Yeah.
Nostalgic.
And my friend worked at the warehouse right after high school for hell of years, and she used to get us concert tickets because she had first dibs. She was right there. But anyway, all right, let's get to these questions. Do you have access to them, Jordan? Or 'cause I know I still
Let me
need to.
see. Do I need to go to the banners?
But I'm not done putting them in. That's the only problem.
Oh, we about to dog these motherfuckers.
Well, I'm about to say, if you haven't finished them, then of course I don't have access to them.
No, but I have one in there at least.
Is it the Purdy one?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It is? Okay. Well, let's get to it. This is going to be fun.
Because I got scared. I thought, am I doing this whole show by myself?
Oh, let's get to
Let's
it. And
go.
like I said, I'm just going to ask questions. I'm going to let y'all have fun with it, Niners fans.
What up, Miss Debbie?
First one.
Hey, Miss Debbie.
Would
Hey,
you
shout out to
say
everybody?
Would you say Purdy has reached his ceiling?
And this is a Patreon question, mind you. And if you would like to become a Patreon member, it's only $10 a month, and you could submit all the questions you want. Well, not all of them that you want, but you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't know what I mean. Come see me in my office.
Right on. Hit the ceiling? I don't think so. Still. I don't know. I've always had a thing of I give most quarterbacks 3 years, but you know, now all of a sudden we know how good a quarterback is within 4 games. So it really don't matter these days. What my thought, to it is. I don't even know if Purdy has reached the ceiling. That's actually a good question. I think it's more better off to ask Kyle, has Brock reached his ceiling in his eyes, more or less? Because to us, it really don't matter. Do I think he has? No. But to Kyle, has he reached his ceiling? That's the question I would ask more than anything. But to answer it, no.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I respect that.
All right.
Gina, what you think? I mean,
Nobody?
I was gonna go next. No, I mean, God, Purdy's still so young and everything. I just think there's so much.
fuck that. Get
I
Purdy
have,
ass up out of here. He's trash. No, I'm playing. Nah, he hasn't reached it. I'm playing. Nah.
Yeah, there's so much. Thank you, Sammy and Pickle. Yeah, let's get us a super chat status. Hit that subscribe
Yeah, shout out
button.
to Sammy
Thank
and
you.
Pickle.
There's so much more in store, and I think that we have to just gel on. If we just keep gelling on all facets, the only thing I think is Purdy hasn't been I think Purdy's been kind of like figured out a little bit. And that's fine because he's still young, I think there's just so much more. And that's up to Kyle. That's still up to Kyle to keep releasing, or I'm not releasing, pause. Unleashing.
Yeah. There you go.
I meant
Yeah,
unleashing.
All right.
So
these choice of words are great right now.
So let him unleash the beast. Pause. And I think once he does that, that we never know, the sky's the limit. I mean, let's see that playbook, Kyle, because you because you don't the kid is in his second fucking season. God damn. I mean, great question. I'm not down in the question. Great question, because we have yet to see. Ain't no fucking ceiling as far as I'm concerned. We argued a lot, meaning not us, but in general, 49ers Twitter, 49er fans, about Jimmy G's ceiling. And I would defend to some extent. I'm like, no, Jimmy G still has more in him. I don't think he has man, was I wrong? That guy had a fucking ceiling, especially his fucking Raiders.
You played yourself.
I did. I fucking played myself because I realized the last NFC Championship game that Jimmy played for us. Man,
I'm here to tell you
I
right
played
now.
myself.
We don't care.
We don't care. So sky's the limit, Mr. Purdy. Just need Kyle to unleash you.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. He's got to adjust to what he's seeing now. They're throwing different things at him. It's still a 3-game sample size. I'm not ready to back up off Purdy like, oh no, he ain't it. Like, give him time. Let's see if he adjusts. Let's see what he does. But I don't think he's reached his ceiling yet. Like, I don't know what his ceiling's gonna be, but I don't think he's reached that yet. Like, he has lapses in moments. Like, I don't think he plays like just an entirely trash game the whole game. You know, like, he just got to get out of these moments he's having right now. So he's seeing some new stuff, and if they don't adjust on that, then we could talk about it. But I think he has a chance to be okay still. He'll be fine.
Jordan don't give a fuck about none of this shit. He like,
He's like, get to the bullshit.
No.
Get to the bullshit.
Again, just so for transparency, I talked to Gina earlier today, and I made the agreement that, since I know there's a lot going on with the Niner folks right now, I was like, I'm gonna. What's up,
man? Don't you, man? I need all the trolling. I need every. Hey, we need
to
keep that same energy when we win. We sit up here and brag and boast. Hey, man, you need to take all the trolling this week that we need to take. It's 3 L's we done took, man.
I made an agreement that I'm going to let the Niner fans talk. I'm not going to interrupt anybody. I'm gonna wait my turn. So I'm just waiting my turn. That's all.
Gina, man, you over there doing that behind the scenes? Man, what the hell?
What? No, all I said was, Jordan,
like, did I not say? I said I'm gonna wait. I just said I'm gonna wait my turn. I was letting everybody else go. I
just said, Jordan, there's 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure we get to say what we say. And you go, I'm gonna put my mic on mute.
And I did.
That's what was said.
And I did.
So, Rod, that's what happened.
No. The thing is, I think that's what makes us authentic is because of that. I'm just being silly within it. I'm really being silly.
I know.
Yeah. What up to everybody in the chat? Shout out to all y'all in here. I see everybody in here. What up to everybody?
What up? What up, Gail?
Yeah, like really and truly, hey man, all the trolling. I respect it this week because all of us need to be humbled. All that shit we've been talking for weeks. 5 weeks in a row, we were talking all that shit.
Well, again, like I said, I just wait my turn, and now that everyone else is done, in the words of Skip Bayless, it is my turn. Okay, here we go.
Why you hop out your seat like that?
Because that's what. Have you not seen?
You did. Put your glasses back on.
Right. Here, so answer to the question, I think, is no. Again, it's like to Gina's point, what she said, still a very young player in this league. But I will ask this as like a kind of a counter. With all these all pros that he has to play with, if this isn't his ceiling, it can only get worse. Right? Like, so I just feel like, and again, like even if he plateaued at a certain level, that's going to be just fine. I get it. Trent Williams hasn't been playing. Jalen Moore was in there. Now that being said, it's not Jalen Moore that's the only dude that's getting beat at the line of scrimmage right now for the 49ers. That's why I don't want people to say, well, wait till Trent's back. Trent's only going to help out a little bit. I also was the one that was saying earlier, look, even when Brock Purdy hadn't thrown any interceptions yet, he had a lot of turnover-worthy plays and turnover-worthy passes. They just didn't get intercepted. Usually in football, they're like it levels out and it evens out. And I think you've seen these last 3 weeks now that some of those plays and some of those throws that he's making, they are getting picked off. That's how that kind of happens. So again, I don't want to say he's reached the ceiling because, again, like I said, super young, but I think we're seeing more of who he actually and truly is right now versus, this is the best that he's going to get.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think we're looking at floor level Brock Purdy. I think this is kind of his floor, like what he can be. He'll be fine.
And also, yes, we lost to Will Levis and the Titans. Y'all lost to PJ Walker. So again, troll if you want. I can play that game we want to. I can play that game.
Because Well, I mean, he did throw 4 touchdowns, but I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Did you see one?
Oh
of
yeah,
them
because you weren't here last week. That's
where
right.
you let DeAndre Hopkins literally hugged AJ Terrell and threw him to the side?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Man, I wish we could do that all the time too. That'd be nice.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
Marcus says
man.
the kid is nowhere near his ceiling. But hold up, Marcus. I mean, he's only 23, right?
Whoa,
I mean,
whoa,
that only works for certain
Marcus.
people, apparently. It only works for certain people, but
Right? Hey.
Yeah.
He knew
I'm not
career-
going there because
Yes.
honestly, I do hate that because honestly, it wouldn't have mattered right now. Like
it
just
wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, it
it
wouldn't have mattered at all.
right now. So
But it's remarkable. Marcus knows after 4 games how one quarterback would be, but didn't know for 6 years how another quarterback would be. Got it.
Marcus is gonna keep his recipes. You know, he gonna keep his recipes. You know, like
Touche.
I got recipes.
Touche.
You know,
Touche.
I got recipes.
Anytime we hear about Jimmy G's name, it's just real like sketchy. Anytime I hear about him, I just be like, bro,
Jimmy.
why are we still talking about that dude? Motherfucker.
So
Anyway, my bad. Go on, Gina.
no, it's all good. So these are Tanya's questions. So she has another one. Our Patreon member, if you'd like to become a Patreon member, the link is in the description box and it gives you more details about how to
Shout
do
out,
that.
Tanya.
And for affordable prices, gang. $5 a month and you get your name in the outro and we shout you out constantly. $10 a month, you get to ask questions, which we feature right about now. So this next question, do you think John Lynch should try to go after a player? And if so, what position is needed most?
I mean, ideally, he should. If we could have got Leonard Williams, like Seattle just did, that's exactly the type of player we should have went after. But there was a point yesterday where I was like, don't do a fucking thing, like don't do shit, fuck it, because I was at a point where I was like, we ain't winning shit. Fuck, don't do nothing. Don't do shit. But 24 hours has passed. You know, maybe we can make a move, but if you're not going to shore up the defensive line with some interior, and it don't got to be like a big splash or nothing. Like I'm talking about getting DJ Jones back from Denver. If you could find an offensive lineman, like it's little moves like that I want to see made.
Mhm.
Like we're not getting Surtain, like we're not. Like I mean, it'd be great if we did, but we're not. Like we're not. So just yeah, man. Yeah. Make a move if you can, but don't do no silly shit, John. The O-line is trash. You are correct.
Especially without Trent.
Without Trent and now Banks is gone, those were literally the only two. The rest of the line is trash. Like it is, as Rod would like to talk about, it's ass cheeks. They give up the cheeks on a per down basis. Like shit is bad. Shit is bad. So,
I know someone that said
Was
that
that
was going to
Reggie?
be a problem.
yeah. Yeah. You also said the run defense was going to be a problem. And it is. Like it is. So yeah. Yeah. Cheeks.
Are we still just we're talking about offense or we just talking defense?
It sounds like it's just in general. I think that's
Just in
the
general now?
question. Yeah.
because I hear a lot of excuses about what the defense is doing, but you know,
Oh, listen,
it's real wild how we go from 30 to 17, and it's just we got to get rid of Wilkes.
Roddy, you're gonna love Roddy. Trust me, you're gonna love my answer to this question when it's my time. It's not my time yet, so I'm muting my mic.
Do I think John Lynch should still try and go after a player? If so, what position is needed the most? What difference do it make? We're told that we got all the players within the house right now. So if we're told, remember we was talking about before the season started, how many 100 or top 100 players that we had in there, the whole nine, all that shit. Them top 100 players ain't playing like the top 100 and shit. Y'all can miss me with all that. I'm not hearing none of that, especially on the defensive side. You know, somebody we just got finished paying, something real wild and reckless. I think he might be the highest paid defensive player. I don't know. But, is he playing like the highest defensive player? Y'all can answer that from, the pressures. People love hearing pressures. So that's cool. Y'all like pressure, I see.
Nah,
Alright.
that's a certain part of the fan base that gravitates toward he's providing pressure. Nah, fuck that. Get sacks. Like, pause. Like, I don't care about pressures and all that bullshit. Like seriously, you gotta get home and get sacks, Bo. So like, you got the Skims deal and all that bullshit. You didn't held out. We 8 weeks into the season and you still, well, I don't really know. Maybe the defensive coordinator can,
This is
change up some of the play call. Man, fuck that. Get to the quarterback, dude. Like, yeah, man.
What about Javon Hargrave? When the last time y'all heard
he been missing the last 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's been missing the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't realize that.
Armstead just showed up yesterday.
What about Drake Jackson?
Ain't seen him since week 1.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
and they might as well send Gregory ass back to Denver because I ain't seen his ass yet either. Like,
maybe
I
it's
saw
the
him
number 5 jersey.
the first week. Yeah.
Get his ass up out of here too. Matter of fact, we ain't won since we picked that motherfucker up. And I told y'all he wasn't like that big
true.
of a.
That's true.
Send him back to Denver.
That's
He's
true.
bringing that losing attitude over here. So,
hey, so my thing is, even if we do get this selective guy or whatever the case may be, how can he hold up in coverage? Because I mean, this goes for any of the guys nowadays that play the position. It's kind of hard to to cover a guy for more than 4 to 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter who you bring in here right now. If nobody's getting home, it don't really matter. Y'all gonna be sitting up here chasing.
What's up, B-dubs?
It's like chasing a kid that's on high, on crazy sugar out at a picnic. He gonna be wild out there all day.
Ooh,
And you gotta chase him. You gotta chase him around the whole game. You're gonna get tired of that. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Danny Gray bust and Ambry Thomas.
He ain't been healthy. I can't call somebody a bust who
Tanya
ain't been healthy.
Curry.
look, can we get help? Yes. It's obviously if you can make an upgrade, but we just got to start playing better. Like, we can have all the names we want to, but they got to just start playing better, man. And if they start doing that, everything will figure itself out. But if you can make a move, make a move. Like, can you upgrade the cornerback position? Sure. I'm sure you can. Because if you can get a solid cornerback, you can move Lenore into the nickel slot, which I think he might just be better at, and get Oliver ass up out of here. Like, yo, what was old boy's name on the Dubs last year? I couldn't stand. What was his name?
Anthony Lamb.
Anthony, man, he is the new Lamb. Like, because there's no way he's cooking in practice. I was like, yeah, you see what he's not in the league right now. Like, I don't know.
It was a Randy.
What's good, Randy?
We got Randy Daytona. We got Randy Daytona in the house.
What up, Randy? But yeah, get Oliver ass up out of there. Like, I'm serious.
Okay, let me ask this question. This is something that we all been talking about, but it's out here now. Pause. What happened and what changed between the first 5 games and the last 3? What has been the difference?
Well, I don't think Oliver was ever balling like that in the first few games. I want to say Thomas was actually getting more PT in weeks 1 and 2. And Oliver was like, we were like, he might not be it. But as a team, I can't say or put something on that saying like, hey, this is what's happening. Obviously, we're not scoring as many points as we were scoring.
Right.
But honestly, we're what? 5-3, right? We're 2 plays, in my opinion, 2 plays from being 7-1. A missed Moody field goal, and if Ward intercepts the pass before halftime, or at least knocks it down. We're 2 plays from being 7-1, and it's a whole different conversation at that point.
You're also 1 play here or there away from not making the playoffs 2 years ago. I mean, you could play the if game.
Yeah, I mean, you could always do that. But I'm just saying, right now, it's not like we are just out here getting blown out every weekend. Like, That's the thing that's like, I'm like, all right, we'll figure it out. We're not getting destroyed. The defense is doing well enough to keep us in the game. For example, this past weekend, the first half, the defense was terrible.
That's
But
facts,
that second
Marcus.
half, they kept us in it. And what do? We put the defense in a bad situation. Turnovers, giving them a short field to work with.
Mm-hmm.
We got to help ourselves out and get out of our own way. So is it because Trent's hurt? Is it because Debo? I don't know. I don't know, but Kyle need to figure it out. Kyle's the coach. He needs to figure out what he needs to do because he needs to do something.
How you feeling? Oh, go on, Joy.
I was going to say, I was going to start with the initial question. And I love it because it was talking about, if John needs to add someone, and I know you're bringing up certain guys or certain positions. I love it, Rod. The reason why I love this is because, I usually link and associate teams to areas. So, a lot of Niners fans are obviously Warriors fans. What is one group and one team? I said a lot. I didn't say all.
I know I'm messing with you. I know.
What is one team that we know that Warriors fans do not like? Well, they don't like the Lakers. Who especially don't they like on the Lakers? LeBron. What is the one thing that they always complain about with LeBron? Oh, if you're supposed to be the best in the world and the best this, the best that, why are you asking for more players and better players? Here you are, Niner fans. You are becoming the LeBron right now of the NFL because everything that I heard about y'all before this year started, all these all pros that we have. Oh, wait, no. Now we need this. This isn't working. We need that. Now on the defense. Well, it's Steve Wilkes' fault. I didn't realize Steve Wilkes was telling the D-line to get around the quarterback and not bring him down. I didn't realize Steve Wilkes was telling, certain guys to miss tackles. I didn't know Steve Wilkes that's the defense that he's running. So it's just funny to me to hear, like I said, just the hypocrisy to an extent of a lot of the Niner Warrior fans that get mad at when LeBron does stuff like that or Lakers do stuff like that when they say, oh, we still need this and that. You're doing it now too, because there's a reason why when we talked about this team before the year on paper, how they look, what they're supposed to do is that, again, they're supposed to be this good team. They're supposed to punch people in the mouth.
Funny.
He ain't doing it. Gina's hilarious.
I know you saw it too.
Now, here's the thing for me. The 49ers don't really need anybody else. They need to change their mindset mentality. Like I've noticed, and I've thought this for a while, and I think I've said this on here before. The 49ers remind me this of their energy of a front-running team. Right? Like, of course, when they get up on somebody, when they're beating you, when they can feel like they can bully you, everything's good. Dre Greenlaw's getting that extra hit here or there. That's when the other guys like Diamador Lenore, hey, the pass rush is getting home. Now he looks like a good corner. But all of a sudden, once things start going not well, whether it's you don't score on that first drive or whatever the case may be, they don't play with that. They don't look like they play with that same energy to me. That's what I've noticed. And bringing a new player in is not going to change that. It's also interesting that they have that stat about Kyle Shanahan. What is it? 0-38 when you're in the fourth quarter and down 8+ points.
Yikes.
Doesn't that also kind of sound like a front running team to me? If you're not able to, with as dynamic as his offense is supposed to be, and we know how good some of these defenses are, that you still can't find a way to come back from deficits like that. And so if you ask me, that mindset, it comes from up top, not even just from the players. It comes from up top. But again, it was like even last year, in terms of the player wise, on the offense, you're scoring 17 points a game as of late. Y'all brought up all these guys. You had Debo, you had IU, you had Kittle, all these dudes. Then you bring in CMC, which is like, oh my gosh, y'all brought in Christian McCaffrey. And, that still didn't get it done. Now you still have all those guys this year, but we're still talking about, oh, we need something else. No, you don't need players. It's not personnel. It's the mentality that the 49ers need to change.
Yup. Facts. I agree.
So we're playing Kyle's style of defense, not Wilkes?
Absolutely.
Well, like what I'm saying is with that, like again, people want to get mad, frustrated with Steve Wilkes. I get it. First off, whenever you hire a D coordinator, well, your head coach is part of that hiring process that makes that happen. So now again,
Of course.
Steve Wilkes' defensive mindset and concepts is, again, he likes to play his corners off the ball. That's nothing new. We knew, you knew that coming into this. So part of why, again, we talked about that Giants game. What Eric Armstead had to tweet, when the Giants, I believe they played against the Cowboys and they had all the sacks or whatever it was. And then Armstead had come out and say, Daniel Jones, well, why couldn't you hold the ball as long against us as you did them? Well, because part of it is what your corners do. It's part of the scheme. But that being said, it's not like you're not getting home. Y'all are getting home. You're just not getting the quarterback down. There's no play call and scheme that can change that. Nick Bosa, again, this is, and I'm going to bring up a run example, so it's a little different. There's no play call that Steve Wilkes can make that will tell you have to contain Joe Mixon. You have to keep an edge. Twice on that last drive, you blew your contain assignment, and that's what let Joe Mixon run for that touchdown. That ain't on Steve Wilkes. Even though I know you were one of the guys talking about the structure of the defense, now it's different. No, that's on you. It's on you. So that's why I'm just like, again, it's a mentality thing of this team, but I see it on offense too. The 49ers aren't pushing guys around. The reason why play action isn't there as much because you can't run the football. You weren't even running the ball well the last couple of games.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jordan. You're making great points here.
I know.
Can we stop with the bullshit? That shit is getting on my nerves.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. The bullshit doesn't matter. It doesn't.
No, it was no problem.
First of all, Steve Wilkes came up coaching DBs, right? So he's looking at it as a defensive person, as a DB. So he's going to be focused more back there, and being up high for him is just better. But guess what, guys? Some of the best defensive coordinators in the league called a game from the booth. Fangio. We all love Vic Fangio, right?
Go.
Oh, we love Vic. Let's bring Vic Fangio.
I said that earlier.
Where would he be?
In the booth.
In the booth. That's where he
plays. Dan Quinn, killing it in Dallas. Where you call games from? In the booth. Stop with that. In the booth. None of that shit matters. D'Amico was different. You know why?
Yes,
D'Amico,
Reggie.
He was more connected to the players for the fact that he had just finished playing not too long ago. So he was comfortable down there. Mm-hmm. Linebacker coach, that's where he was comfortable at. Saleh was comfortable being down there. If the dude is comfortable in the booth, putting him on the sideline isn't going to make a difference. Now he's out of his environment where he's used to being. Now he's uncomfortable. Fuck the bullshit. That shit don't matter. Y'all got to stop. What did Rod say? We didn't say nothing about the booth when we were 5-0. Nobody said nothing about the booth when we were 5-0. Everything was, we're looking good. See you in February. See you in Vegas, everybody. But nah, man, stop with the bullshit, man. That's just a lame excuse, man. We're better than that.
Way better than that.
Maybe
that's why I agree with what Kittle said.
Maybe you're not.
You know what Kittle said? He said, our problem.
Got fucking cheerleaders, man. Now, people are sitting up here talking about you need that for energize and energetic and everything like that. I'm like, bro, if you're not energetic to play this fucking game, you don't need no coach to get you hyped to play no fucking game. I'm sorry, man. You need to stand over and look up under some of these skirts if that's what y'all want to sit up. Ex-player, man. Y'all miss me with this shit, man.
Have you guys actually watched Steve Wilkes? Man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Wilkes is not gonna be out here inspiring people on the sideline,
even if he's on the sideline.
He's not D'Amico. Let that shit go. D'Amico is different. He's not D'Amico. Damn. Stop trying to do that shit, man.
That shit.
He's a lot young, a lot older.
You got to deal with position coaches. If they can't hype you up, then you ain't getting hyped up.
If you can't hype yourself up by lining up on the field and hitting somebody in the mouth, play after play, then that's the problem right there.
Coach, that lets me know when a bunch of y'all yell that out. Y'all haven't played organized sports, man. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Because it just don't make no sense when y'all hear that. Because a coach is up there versus him being right here in my face, that's gonna make me energized to play the game better. What?
It's not even saying you being disrespectful. It's just the fact that it doesn't matter. He's not on the field calling plays kind of coach. That's just what he is. To move him down there for what?
like I said, here's the question, right? In Terradome, it
Facts.
was a berry flavor, but here's what I'm saying is if he's down on the sideline, does that all of a sudden make Javon Hargrave make a tackle and not get blown off the ball? Does that all of a sudden make Javon Kinlaw show up and be worth the first round pick that y'all drafted him with? Like that's not changing. That's not changing.
It's not changing. Gosh, bro.
Like,
y'all,
yeah, you
y'all
just
missing
let
this whole shit. Why don't y'all stop blaming Steve Wilkes and why don't y'all start looking at this coach that runs this right now? Y'all quick to blame look. It's funny how it's always everybody else's fault except for the person in charge. That's real crazy how y'all quick. It was Trey's fault. It was Jimmy's fault. Now it's Steve Wilkes' fault. It's why nobody ever holds Kyle Shanahan accountable. This is a question I asked him on Twitter today.
Always.
It's still ripping
Yep,
and running.
I always
People
have
running through that
problems.
question right now. It's like, when y'all gonna figure this out, bro?
Oh, I
Y'all
always
keep
said
getting
something
fooled.
about Kyle. I have people always coming after me. Oh, where the fire
If we don't
Kyle
get-
people
then
now?
Where we gonna go get? Where we gonna go for if we?
Yeah.
Man, y'all missed me with that dumb
They
shit.
just signed an
man.
extension for Kyle. Where are the fire Kyle people now? I didn't say fire Kyle. I just said
why they
how
gotta
come
sound
people
like
are
that,
not fucking on?
Okay,
Because
hold on.
that's
hold
how
on.
they look
So-
when they talk.
Hey, Brandon, who
Fire
calling the plays
Kyle.
on offense? Who's calling the plays on offense? From
So
It ain't Mike
30 to
McDaniel.
17 points. Name me that. Who's been keeping us in games? Has it been the defense or has it been the offense? Be real, Brandon.
So,
Be real now.
to extend on that point, again, I talked about a few weeks ago with the 49ers about complementary football, right? Because usually when the offense is rolling, they're on the field, they're driving the ball, they have these long drives. So, of course, defenses look better when you don't have to be on the field as long as they are or as often as they are. But now all of a sudden, you're seeing a lot more 3-and-outs, or even if the Niners get a good play on offense, boom, here's a penalty, 10 yards back, here comes a punt. So just by nature as well, the more your defense is out on the field, the more likely they are to give up points. Then this is what Rod is talking about and Wise is talking about, and Gina too, in terms of your offense is not helping out your defense these last few weeks.
Not at all.
It's
Wilkes'
pretty
fault.
obvious. It's pretty obvious.
It's just Wilkes' fault. It's only Wilkes' fault. And when you hold a team to, what was it? At the time, it was 19. Remember, week 2, we gave up 23 to the Rams. That's still less than what we have been averaging. Who lost that game? Special teams. Okay, we'll do that then. Who lost it in Minnesota? Who threw the
agree,
interceptions? Was that on the offense or was that on the defense? You do the math. Yesterday, you can only look. I don't care what nobody says. The defense can be only on the field for so long until they just get tired.
Right, exactly.
It is what it is. I don't
Now,
care how
do you
it's
see
shaped.
what I was saying
Y'all be
about a
talking like-
certain Super Bowl?
Y'all be killing me with this
Do you see
shit,
what I
man.
was saying about a certain Super Bowl with a certain OC who's now y'all's head coach?
I've agreed with you.
Jordan just be one Kyle just to fail. Like, I get it, man.
He did his team wrong.
I get it.
I
I
feel
get
him.
it.
There's
But
got to be an scapegoat to everything.
Here's the thing, right? We'll be all right. I'm still not. Everybody got to chill the fuck out, man.
It's
Take
the middle of the season.
Not even you, Rod. Not even you.
Yeah, I'm actually good.
Like,
But
I get it. We've lost 3 in a row.
Overreaction
kinda-
Monday.
I told
Right.
I'm
Shit's
having
rough.
fun with this.
Well,
Me too, Jordan. Really,
Jordan,
I am.
what was
of
the
course you
record?
are.
What was our record when we picked up McCaffrey last year? Were we under 500? Like,
Well, I know at one point in the year you
It
were
was
what,
4
like
and 4,
3 and 5,
3
or
and
something
4,
like that.
something like that, right?
3 and 4.
We're 5 and
And we
3
lost to
right
Kansas
now.
City. First game he
like-
played. Yeah.
Let's see
We
if
have
they
the
come back
best
after the
record.
bye.
Yeah.
Let's see if they get in the lab. And I think I said this already earlier in the season. I'm not trying to be the best team right now. I'm trying to be the best team
I
in
agree.
January.
Exactly.
I
February.
still say two things can be true. Do the 49ers, do the fans need to panic right now? Absolutely not.
No.
That being
No.
said, are there
We
certain
have
things
5
that are showing
wins.
up? Yes, but are there certain things that show up on tape and they showed up consistently that it's, hey, y'all need to address this, because if you don't, you ain't gonna have no Super Bowl visions. Like, I think that's also true.
Didn't
It's
I say that
realistic.
2 weeks ago?
Didn't I say that at
we
the
just
Didn't I
talk
say at the
about
beginning of
that
the
2
year?
weeks ago? No, I agree. But I'm saying, like, the play calling at the beginning through the first 5 games, it was looking a little different. It kind of looked a little different towards the beginning of the game yesterday. Brock was getting on his thing, and I saw how he was, passing to the sidelines and stuff like that. He had a couple of them to Brandon Ayuk, the whole 9. But then he reverts back to these same Jimmy G type calls in the middle that get us in trouble, that becomes predictable, that just seems like it's the same redundant type shit that we see over and over and over again. And it's like, where you got
It's
two,
like he's
you got
not
two
trusting
receivers.
Brock.
Well, he don't trust nobody. He makes that's very clear that he don't trust nobody.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
it's come on now. You don't know of one quarterback in Kyle's whole regime to ever say, I got this.
Shannon
I
Sharp
see
talked
something
about
different. Let me switch this. I got this. You can't do that, because what does he do? He has a play for another play. Automatically, if that play doesn't, he's not going to allow you to switch out and go to another. That's just not how this is not how he rolls, man. It's just not how he rolls. He's
As
We've
we
already
are
been talking about
currently
this-
constructed, I think
this
I think a
topic,
lot of what
I'm just putting it
Jordan
up here
says-
because we've already been
Okay.
talking about it. Go ahead.
What is it?
No, go ahead.
How
I
much
just
money
wanted-
should?
No,
Yeah.
this we've already been talking about this, so I just
Oh.
want to throw it up there.
Got you. I think the whole quote unquote front runner thing is legit. And I say it this way: we are not built to overcome a big deficit. And
Why not?
Jordan pointed out the record right now. Kyle has seemingly always been that way as a coach. Is we're not explosive. And I say it in a, hey, we're down 10 in the fourth. We could just explode and do it that way. We're not explosive like that. And it's not even a system thing. It's the play calling in the system, because I look at Mike McDaniel in Miami, right? Explosive. Very similar play calling to Kyle. Explosive. Even when your boy down in McVay had it going down in LA, they were explosive. For whatever reason, we're not explosive, man. Like, and yeah, I get it. Kittle is a little, he long in the tooth. He's not as explosive as he used to be. Even CMC is getting beat up. So any explosion he had, it's draining as the season goes on. Ayuk, he makes plays, but is he explosive? The really only explosive player on the offense right now is Debo, and he can't stay on the field. So we're not built. We are front runners. We have to get a lead and go from there. Until we become a more explosive team, it's going to always be this way with Kyle. And I look at it this way also. You remember Cat Williams? The Cat
Love
Williams
you
had
too,
this one
Rick.
joke where he talked about a Phantom. And, like, everybody has a Phantom, but now people were riding Chrysler 300s. And a Chrysler 300 looked like a Phantom until you put it next to a Phantom. And they kind of looked at that like that on Sunday. Like, Ayuk, wide receiver number 1, top 5, top 10 receiver in the league. Until you line up and you see Jamar Chase, a legit top 5 receiver in the league. It's a little different. It's a little different. Brock Purdy, he definitely top 8 in the league right now. Yeah, till you put him next to you see Joe Burrow, a Phantom. Like, it's different. Like, until we become more explosive, we'll always have to be in front. Because if we're behind, we're gonna be 0-39 or whatever going into the fourth quarter. So
I have to kind of disagree with that, because
it is what it is.
I look at it from a play calling perspective, the scheming and how you do things. Jamar Chase and Brandon Ayuk can be almost equally the same type of receiver. He had 10 catches for 100 yards. Ayuk had 5 for 109. Like, they actually both had actual good games. Do I feel like it could be, it's
Kittle
levels
was
to it?
good.
Do I think it's levels to it? Yes, it's levels, but I
It's
also think
definitely levels to
quarterbacking, it definitely, but it also has to do with can your quarterback get you the ball properly too? As outside of when Trey was here, can you name me another quarterback that you could get Ayuk the ball? I feel like in the way that he can truly be utilized. No,
I mean, he
I
only
don't think
had
Brock.
Jimmy. So
I agree.
until
And
now,
he
yeah, he only had Jimmy.
and he's
So
had Purdy. He's always had to slow up to go and catch both of their type of passes. I felt
so would
like
you acknowledge that in his time here, he hasn't had explosive, I don't even call it play calling, but they haven't been explosive because of who the quarterback is? Is that what we're saying?
that and the play caller. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the play caller is the one. If he's always constantly running these little quick little posts and not giving the guy any type of room. Okay, you asked for explosive play. When's the last time you've ever name me 3 times you've ever seen Brandon Ayuk go for an actual streak, a go ball? Playing for the Niners.
I don't remember him doing one of those at all. Like,
I mean,
it's
he's
literally
better
the
off being
same
like
route.
a route. Yeah, I was gonna say he's better off being a route runner though.
Yeah.
To make that happen.
But my point behind that is they don't utilize him in the same ways. They just don't. They're schemed up totally different. I feel like you can do just about anything that some of these top wide receivers can do. He's just not given the opportunity.
I wouldn't say he could do everything, but he is definitely the best receiver on the team.
Yeah,
and it's because he's not as explosive as Jamar Chase. It's not a slight to Ayuk. It's just that it's different. Like Chase, he'll take that hitch and he can explode out of it, and it's a 70-yard touchdown. Or he'll cook one of their DBs on a post. Ayuk, he gets open in the middle of the field, 15 yards, 20 yards, catches it, usually gets tackled pretty quickly. Chase, he takes those plays, they go to the house. We don't even do the screen passes to Ayuk. Like when we throw the screens, it goes to Debo because Debo's more of an explosive player. I think Ayuk is a better receiver, but Debo has more explosion, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's more of a take it home threat. That's all I'm saying as far as the explosion goes.
I just feel like the West Coast offense doesn't require you to be it requires you to be explosive. With the yak, you can throw like you asking for. They get a 5 and in, take it to the house. That's what Rice was known for doing. 15 and in, boom, take that to the house. Yes, he had some bombs that he caught, but at the end of the day, it wasn't like that. I don't know. It's a different scheme. It's a different time. I just feel like a lot of stuff that Kyle does is just so little. It's a dink and dunk type of situation that tries to be layered to be way more different than what it actually is. And it's just like, it's just getting
I don't even
redundant.
think they dink and dunk, man. Like they get the ball down the middle of the field. Like he gets it to Ayuk 12, 15 yards down the field, pretty consistent. Like I don't even think they dink and dunk, man. Like it's just an explosion thing right now. And it's not saying that they can't get it together, but it's something is not as explosive as it should be. And I don't know if it's a Debo thing or Trent thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a play calling thing. It's something we blamed Cleveland's defense in the first loss, right? Okay, Cleveland, a top defense in the league. The Minnesota game, I have no excuses for that. I don't know why we couldn't get it together. It was Minnesota. I don't want to hear that, back-to-back road games. Don't want to hear that. This game, we moved the ball. We just turned it over. Like, and when we get too far behind, we don't have what we need to try to get in a shootout and come back right now. So
here's where I slightly disagree with both of y'all. I think this team is explosive. And again, you talked about it. You saw those deep balls down the middle to like George Kittle. We saw some balls to Ayuk. They're explosive. They're just not consistent. That's the big issue with all of this, and that's usually the big issue with the West Coast offense as well, too. Again, Kyle's offense and the way it works when it's at its best is when you stay on schedule. If you can't run the ball and you get behind schedule, that's when things look a little different, right? Like there are a lot of plays. You'll see Christian on first down. Boom, 4 or 5 yard play. That's perfect. You're right where you want to be. But at the same time, you also see some runs where it's either he gets it, oh, it's a holding, got to move back. Oh, illegal formation, got to take it back. Oh, then this play, TFL, got to take it back. So that's what the problem for me, how I see the 49ers is. And again, as a lot of people talked about, there's a lot that goes into that. O-line play as a whole, and I'm not even talking about, like I said, I'm not saying this with Jalen Moore in mind. I get, Jalen Moore is Jalen Moore. He's a backup for a reason. But even outside of him, with Burford and McKivitz and Brendel not playing up to where they need to, that's been part of the inconsistency of the offense. Brock Purdy being pressured more than usual and more than you want to see. That's part of the inconsistency. That's what the issue is, what's going on with San Francisco right now. And you had to know like I said, after a while, it was going to catch up. Even some of the games that they won before, you can hype and praise the Purdy for 30 all you want. And I get it, right? Like they did put up 30 points and all those starts that he had up to the Cleveland game. Yeah, like I get it. But even in some of those games, you still saw the inconsistencies. They just didn't show up as often as they have as of late, but they're showing up a lot now.
And just for everybody in the chat, just so you guys realize, we are just telling you what's happening right now. I still believe there is nobody in the NFC that I am afraid of currently. So I'm not panicking. I'm just letting y'all know, hey, this is what we're seeing right now. Like, this is what it looks like. Adjustments need to be made, but
I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not afraid of nobody in the NFL except the Niners. They're the only team that gets in front of themselves every year with the same bullheadish type stuff. But then I also have to remember too, this is what keeps me grounded. You know who the coach is. You know how you feel about him. You know how it is, all that type of stuff. It's just like, once you know that type of stuff, I just stick to it. And it's just like, bruh, stick to the script.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like the 0-38 thing. When y'all posted that shit in the chat, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't like that at all. Like, that shit was like, damn.
It's real.
That's bad. I mean,
it's hella bad.
That's
why
bad.
That's why I don't have faith in Kyle, because anytime you sit back and you think about, okay, hold on, we behind.
I still fucks with Kyle though, by the way, just FYI.
That makes one of us.
No.
Yeah. I know y'all don't fuck with Kyle like that. I still cool. Kyle's still all right for me, so he's still all right for me.
I mean, and the thing is,
but he has to be accountable. We talked about that in the chat. You can't keep getting 17 points a game and then talking about the defense and defense of this and defense of that. Like, you can't. So whatever happened in that Dallas game, I mean, we say Dallas is irrelevant, but was that our Super Bowl though? I mean, maybe we got too hyped up for that. And
0-3 since George Kittle wore that shirt.
Man, that shirt ain't had shit to do with it, man.
That shirt didn't have nothing to do with it.
I know.
But nah, we'll be fine. Hopefully we can bounce back. We play Jacksonville after the bye? I mean, we'll get into that shit next week, but yeah, man.
Rick, I want, you know what?
Losing 3 in a row, man. It is what it is.
I don't want to see the Falcons go to Super. I want to see the Falcons
Rick's
win
trolling.
Super Bowl. But no, I want to see them win it. I've seen them go twice already, and damn it, that wasn't fun. So don't go. Win it. I also think that they're going to win it the year after I die, whenever that is. It's just meant to be. It's just meant to be.
By the way, I like Detroit's helmets tonight. By the way, those is pretty dope. But yeah, what other questions we got?
Well, I would like to make a comment.
My bad.
If I may.
Do your thing.
It was a while back, but I still have it on the forefront of my head. Kittle made a shut up, Jordan.
I'm muting my mic again.
Thank you. Kittle said in a press conference, post-game conference, that he believes that there are 3 reasons why the Niners aren't winning. And he said turnovers, penalties, and right. And that they stopped running the ball. That's on Kyle. So All right.
Not to you, not to you. No. I'm agreeing
Oh.
with you, Gina. Like, duh. Like,
Oh, okay.
we know
Okay.
these. Like, duh. I'm agreeing with you. Like, nah,
right.
I'm with
and
you.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, he's obviously making a direct dig at Kyle. So any football head, not saying me, but just like would see on your own team that, hey, Kyle, why don't you run the fucking ball? Because obviously you're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback, in his second year. And this, I think, Gina, you're hella funny. And I think this kind of like, goes into the next question for the topic. The way Purdy grabbed his head yesterday, is that a cause for concern? Because now we get into the concussion question, which we all kind of sort of talked about last week, right? So did he put him in too early? Should he have not played Purdy? Should he have played Sam Darnold? And I know that Jordan has a lot to say about this, but I mean, Rod Wise, like, in my opinion, I'm guilty. I'll say it. I'm guilty of saying, hey, was this, an excuse last week because he threw, a couple INTs. And then now we see that, hey, maybe he didn't, it was more serious than we thought because, we saw what happened with Tua, last week, right? I mean, last season. And all the damage that was done, and him grabbing his helmet. I mean, obviously, now there's the question from one of our Patreon members, and you too could become a Patreon member. If you want to submit questions, only $10 a month. And it doesn't just stop there, you get more. So what do you guys think?
The fuck? I was like, wait, we're not blaming the concussions for the interceptions, right? Because like, no, okay,
no, we're not. We're not.
I was like, we're not giving him a pass because he was concussed.
No,
okay.
We're not doing that at all.
Should he have been out there this week? Probably not. I mean, it was a short week already. He had just passed the protocol on Saturday. I think they said he cleared. I mean, if he cleared it, he cleared it. But would it have been better just to like let him chill for a week and let's just see what happens? I'm not excited to see Sam Darnold play either. But I mean, if it's for a game, I'd rather have Darnold out there for a game and let's see what happens than to possibly lose Brock for the remainder of the season. You know what I'm saying? And now he got the it was a hit where he was hit below the legs, right? And he fell back in.
That wasn't below the legs. That's a terrible roughing the passer call.
They called roughing the passer on it. Whatever it was, it was. So I literally, after that play, I tuned out. So I know y'all was talking about that shit in the chat. I went to the Warriors game. So he stayed out there. So y'all kept talking about it.
Hey, where was my invite?
No, I was watching the Warriors game. Like,
on
TV. Yeah.
You said
it was on TV. Yeah. My bad. Let me clarify. It was on TV. So,
you're forgiven.
If there's any kind of signs like that he was still possibly concussed again, they should have probably pulled him. I mean, it's definitely a safety thing, but
yeah, he cleared protocol with 6 days. I mean, if it's that much more fucking serious, then why the fuck did you, play him?
I'll say this right now.
They're going to get reamed. Pause.
I'm happy. Well, yeah, pause. I'm happy that right now Purdy's he's on pace to end the streak. He's on pace to end the streak of having a quarterback play the entire season under Shanahan.
Ooh.
And hopefully he don't get concussed again and he can, but we got to do better and protect the players out there when they show signs like that. That's just me. So
yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Rick, for all your support. Rick, why don't you become a Patreon member? You could submit some questions.
Exactly.
Or $5 a month. You could show your appreciation. And we'll put your name in the outro. How cool is that?
Facts. No, so
Anyway.
here's how I felt about this. Again, as y'all know, I already said I didn't think Brock should play this week. It was a shorter week, clearing protocol that quickly. You know, it's like okay, but at the same time, it's kind of the same question that we asked about CMC. What's more important to you, having CMC that next game or having CMC down the stretch? Same thing for Brock. What's more important, Brock playing against the Bengals or Brock playing in late December into January, and if things go the way you want to February? That's where you have to go. And again, it's a young guy. Excuse me. You know, it's a young guy. Obviously, he's playing for a lot. We all get draft situation, Mr. Irrelevant, yada yada. We get all of that. Really, what made me upset though in this game was again, so this play, and like you said, Wise, I know you turned the channel, but when he got the whiplash and hit his head on the ground, the first thing Brock did is put his hands on his head like this. And my thing was, okay, like first off, again, didn't think he should play, but if that happens, get him out. It's a 2-possession game with like 2 minutes left. All right, you already need a miracle if you're going to find a way to win that game. Get him out the game then. Also, aren't you supposed to have the doctor or whatever that's on the sideline that's supposed to check for that, or somebody in the booth?
The
I
spotter.
think signals
Yeah,
down.
that's
Yeah, the
supposed to be a
spotter.
Yeah.
Right. Did we not learn that lesson from seeing Tua have a same kind of hit going down to the ground last year? So that's one thing I really did not like about it. I also didn't like the fact that, again, the game was done. Bengals had the ball. They give it back to the Niners, and I think the Niners ran 2 plays. It was like 2 screen plays to run out the clock, get what they could. And Brock still came out. I'm like, wait, what? Why is he still out there? What do you gain outside of just getting some free yards if you get them from Brock being in the game at that point? So I just didn't like that. I really, really didn't like that from the Niners standpoint. I didn't like it from the NFL standpoint. It just felt like somebody dropped the ball in that situation. And I think the other part of, like we talked about with Brock and why I would have sat him out, we've been saying it all along. This offensive line is not as good as it should be. And then you bring in the part that Jalen Moore is playing and not Trent Williams, going against 2 really good ends of Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. So, yeah, probably going to get your quarterback hit. You know, like that's probably going to happen, which means that there's another chance, a higher chance for him getting a head injury, a repeated head injury, basically in the span of 1 week. That's not smart, in my opinion. But then again, yeah, like I said, the fact that he still stayed in the game after taking that whiplash hit, I can't believe it still.
I agree. I'll say this. I mean, this falls on Brock. Brock is a tough SOB. Like that motherfucker, he will stay in that bitch and deliver that shit. And he takes hits. Like I appreciate that shit about Brock. He don't fold when he sees that inside pressure coming. He stays in that bitch or he finds a way to escape. Like
Yeah.
That's gonna open him up to injuries down the line. So remember that, fans. Like that motherfucker will stay in there. He ain't number 10. All right. He ain't gonna just crumble when he sees pressure and just fall down and hurt himself.
True.
That motherfucker will stay in there. And I appreciate that shit. But Brock, protect yourself, my guy. Like, because right now October, it don't matter. Like, you gotta make it to the playoffs and healthy, man. So protect yourself as much as you can, because clearly everybody else ain't protecting you like they should. So he's got to protect himself too. Next question.
We kind of already talked about the trade thing. This was another question. Just I guess to wrap this up, do you think a trade is the answer to help the identity crisis? Is it the answer? No. Jordan says no. Rod? Wise?
It helps, but is it the answer? Nah, man. Unless you pull off a blockbuster ass deal, nah.
Jimmy G's hurt.
It was the answer, I think, last season, but not this season. Huh?
Right. Get DJ Jones, though. If we can get DJ Jones back, that would help out a lot in the run defense. That's all I'm saying.
So you gonna take that big free agent pickup y'all got in Javon Hargrave off the field more?
That's somebody gonna have to come off that bitch. So,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, you see what they did, but again, the thing for me too, Niners fans, I'm just saying this: when certain fan bases and fan groups tell you about former players, maybe you might want to listen a little more. I told y'all about Kyle Shanahan. Some people didn't want to listen. Try to tell y'all about Isaiah Oliver. I said he looked good before he got hurt. Like it was a big injury that he had when he was with us.
Maybe you should have told the 49ers front office.
Well, my thing is,
I have lunch with John Lynch all the time.
What are you telling us for?
I do not have lunch with John Lynch. I see him at Stanford baseball games. All right, it's different.
You have popcorn with him. Same thing.
No, we toasted beers. We toasted beers.
I mean, drop a business card for God's sakes. What the fuck, dude? Don't be telling us. Also, we ain't got no pull. We got no clout.
Well, I'm not saying that you do or don't, but I'm saying like we try to give you an idea of what's going on. Did Eagles fans not tell people, hey, when
I can't take it to the bank.
Hey, it is my turn, Gina.
You got to stand up. You got to stand up.
It is my turn.
By the way, I shrunk at the doctor's office.
Oh Lord. But didn't the Eagles fans talk about when Javon Hargrave was off the field that the run defense was actually better for the Eagles? Didn't they talk about that? So again, it's no surprise that seems to be a struggle right now for the 49ers too. I'm just saying, when people tell you something, sometimes you got to believe them.
Quick question to Rod, real quick, while we're it's off topic. Are you out on Austin Reeves? Are you still rolling with him? I'm just curious. Can't hear you, my guy.
My bad. I did turn it all the way down. Yeah, I'm with him. It's still like preseason to me.
Okay.
I feel like after the first 10 games, then it'll be okay. Now you can see these guys kind of rolling in. Right now,
I know there's a lot of fans hopped off the Austin Reeves train. I was like, wow. All right.
You're not getting no real talking out of me until after the first 10 games, and then after that, it's kind of like, okay, now they've warmed up.
Back to you, Gina.
Rick, to answer your question, I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Niners. Duh.
Eagles are the best team of the line of scrimmage.
Ask me again in like 3 weeks.
If you get the best game right now of the Niners versus the Eagles, I would say Niners. But if you're talking about the last 3 weeks, oh, well then, shit.
I don't trust the Niners at the line of scrimmage. Got to go Eagles.
I need to see Trent back in.
Even with Trent, I don't. I'm picking the Eagles at the line of scrimmage, but over the Niners.
Man, fuck the Eagles.
Did we not see that last year as well? And they might be even better with Jalen Carter.
I'd like to say something to of course, when my Wi-Fi goes out, and I want to make a fucking announcement.
Come on, Marcus.
Hello, anyone hear me? Yes. Hello. Okay, there it goes. Yes, I did make I made a statement on Twitter and I'm sticking with it. You guys think Steve Wilkes is going to get fired? I have news for you guys. He's not. You think they're going to just fucking fire some defensive coordinator or like just because of that? No, I don't think so. But if he does, just to prove a point to you guys, I'll put on a Lakers jersey. That's how much I believe he won't get fired. You guys are just so quick to just fire him now.
Hey, you saying that shit like it's a bad thing.
Let's make it a Cowboys.
Like, hold
shirt.
the fuck up.
Bad thing. Yeah, you sitting over here talking that shit like we.
Let's make it a
now.
Cowboys jersey.
Yeah, do that type of shit. Don't just act like we.
I don't know
type
anyone
shit
with a
over
Cowgirls jersey.
That's
Because everyone knows I don't like the Lakers.
We'll buy one off of TikTok.
Okay. Yeah,
hilarious.
You could spend your money. I'm not.
No,
yeah, it won't even
generic ass jerseys. You know how to get for one of your boosters.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Probably won't even say Cowboys on it.
I agree with you though, Gina. I don't think they're gonna fire Wilkes at all. Like I agree with you. If they did, that would be a complete surprise. Plus, Kyle gotta have somebody to blame in the offseason when we don't win. So why would he let him go now? Like when he can
Gotta
hold
point
on
the
to him
finger
all season,
somewhere.
and if he don't get it done, he can blame somebody
Mm-hmm.
then.
We need to trade for Renfro and then not utilize him. Then
You know, did
I just
you want to get
all I
a target?
know is
yesterday?
I keep hearing the Niners
don't even
need
remember.
all these certain players and all these
Yup.
pieces
Yep.
for the
Talk to
Niners
Jordan.
offense for Kyle Shanahan's offense to work. That's
Talk
what
to
I keep
Jordan.
hearing.
I need more pieces.
For someone that's supposed to be
911 is a
an
joke in
offensive
your town.
genius, and y'all don't get me wrong, I think he's a really good play
Get-
designer. I've always said
down.
that. But
911 with-
why is it that Kyle needs this really
Gina
good player and this
Gina
really
just
good
don't
player
give a damn.
and this really good player and then this really good player for the offense to work? Just asking questions.
When we were scoring 30, did we need to, switch
There we
players
go.
and trade for players and all this other stuff?
Purdy for 30.
Purdy for 30. Now Purdy 17 or whatever, under 17, not a
It
minute
was
without
all
parents.
good a week ago. It was all good a week ago.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I mean,
Y'all got to figure this out. All these participation trophies that y'all love to give out to folks and everything like that. That shit down the drain. Ooh, the guy needs to be down there on the field so they can get a pep talk and be energized and all this dumb shit. Y'all some participation motherfuckers, man. Look here, man. If the boy ain't cutting it, he ain't cutting it. It's just as simple as that.
look, Marcus. Renfro's not gonna Pua Nakua it or whatever. Puka Nakua that shit. That's not what they do over here. Like they don't do shit like that over here. Like, you know what I will say about Kyle calling plays real quick? And it goes back to the run game. I'm about sick of this use check coming to the line and running across. Like, we literally call this play like
It's so
15 times a
predictable.
week. Yeah, and I'm like,
goes for
yo,
use check.
Yeah.
Anytime they see use
It
check, I'm
is.
like, okay. And
Fucking predictable.
Kyle got to have something else off of that he ain't shown yet, because God, I hope so, because that shit is getting on my nerves. Like,
This is why I said that the offense is predictable. They figured us out.
Marcus.
They have figured us
Morana
out,
Violet.
you guys.
what,
Of course,
what do
we
you mean
went
by that?
5-0. They caught up.
right.
Other teams have caught up to Kyle. He's not this genius. He's a great scheme caller or whatever the
He's
fuck
an
you want to call it.
offensive
Not play
coordinator.
caller.
He's an
Again,
offensive
Offensive coordinator.
I don't
he's
even
a
think
offensive.
it's, unless your name is Jim Schwartz, I don't think defenses have caught up to Kyle Shanahan. You're
don't
getting
either.
beat at the line of scrimmage consistently. That's the problem.
But the thing of it is, though, to what you're saying, though, Jordan, right now we can't trade for an offensive tackle late in the season because that would mess up the chemistry on the line. Whether people want to believe it or not, it's gonna mess up the whole chemistry on the line. So once you sit up here and say to yourself, "Oh, you know what?
Good night,
we
Rick.
can swap out and get a new."
Night, Rick.
Later,
Deuces,
Rick.
We're gonna get up here and get a new offensive tackle in there, and everything will be good to go. It's like it ain't that simple. This ain't just that in that sense ain't no literal next man up. That shit don't work, as y'all can see
And
right now.
that's-
Jalen and Trent, it's a humongous step.
But that's why. Well, I mean, Trent to anybody is a humongous step. I mean, but like I said, Trent to Aaron Banks, Trent to Burford, Trent to McKivitz, Trent to who's the other guy that I missed, Brendel. To all those guys on the line, it's a big difference. But that's again going back to what I said before the year. When it comes down to it at the line of scrimmage, when you have to play a team like Philly, that's the reason why I'm picking the Eagles over the Niners. That's literally it. It had nothing to do with Jalen Hurts versus Brock Purdy, receivers, coaches, nothing. It's there's one team at the line of scrimmage I trust, and there's one that I did not. And right now, where we are in the season, that's ringing true.
I will tell you this though, and you're probably gonna rebut this, Jordan.
Oh Lord.
But yeah. Now I don't have, I'm not a stats chick or nothing like that or whatever. But not so long ago, We had a 4-game losing streak a couple seasons ago and went to the NFC Championship, right? With
Oh,
number
hell.
10,
Where's this going?
like 4 losses in a row. I mean, so it's not like we're gonna die. We can regroup. We
Well, if you ask
can
Kyle
get out
Shanahan,
of
you
this
never know.
fucking
You might die.
shitstorm.
Yeah, you could die. You could die tomorrow if you ask Kyle Shanahan.
Right? We could,
we don't know if we'll be here
you
after
know,
the bye week.
Yeah,
Correct.
you don't know if you'll be here.
Yeah.
I mean, Brock Purdy could die on Sunday. I mean, we don't know. I mean,
Play behind
but
that
hopefully
line, yeah.
not.
Yeah, I mean, let's hopefully
I
nobody,
mean,
nothing happens to anybody. Let's just throw that out there. Yeah, I agree with you, Dean. I hear what you're saying.
Pray that we all stay alive. Yeah.
I got a
So
question.
We gotta hope
we've
that
been through worse.
These coaches adjust, get the players ready, and they come out of the bye week ready to go.
I was
We're
about
gonna
to say that.
find out what's going on.
Yeah.
I still think the season comes down to the birds. Like it's 5 birds in a row.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens when we get to them birds because that's leading right into the playoffs. I'm gonna know what I'm doing, and they all monsters except for the Cardinals. They're trash, obviously. But we got
They're
Seattle.
better than what their record shows. So they play better than what
They always play it tough. But you're right. It's
Division
what
game.
Seattle, Philly, Seattle, Baltimore, Arizona. Those 5 games are gonna tell us going into the playoffs what we really are. So they gotta ramp up and get ready for that shit because we got to see what it is.
At least it'll be warm.
It'll be warm. We'll see. We'll
He
see.
came
Right.
back.
Oh no,
Brock
she's
got
gonna wear that.
engaged and look
She
what
gonna wear that
happened.
Cowboys jersey, Rick. It's gonna happen.
No, I
Brock-
said
She's gonna wear the Cowboys
Lakers.
jersey. Oh
Brock
no, we.
got
It's,
engaged, and look what happened.
I told you no.
Hell,
The problem
yeah,
is
see,
Nick
don't
Bosa had
get
to
me
start
going down
dealing.
that road.
The problem is Nick Bosa started dealing with them Kardashians. That's what the problem is. I told
Yeah,
y'all.
and now Kim K has the whole Skims line signed with the NBA.
She got the NBA locked up. That's some cold shit.
Well,
man.
I mean, to be
draws.
fair, she already had the. I mean, that
That's
whole
fair.
Kardashian family's had the NBA locked up for a while. So I mean, they ain't nothing.
Shout out to Book
Especially
and
Kendall.
Ben Simmons.
Kendall Jenner.
and Chris Humphreys, and who else is on that in that lineup for that family?
Wasn't Blake in there too?
Blake, yep, Blake is in there.
Mhm.
It looks like they got a type.
Dev-
Like,
They got Book.
Hoopers.
okay, yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh shit. Any more questions?
Yep. So, no, but just a quick thing. I was on TMZ again today, and I got to talk football.
Hold up.
Yay!
How'd that go? Tell us about it.
I got to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
I'm here to
but
tell
yeah,
you right now, we don't care. All right, I'm just saying, we don't care.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care. Jerry.
Oh shit. No, but at least I got to talk something sports related. So I said, hey Charles, I also play fantasy football. So, like yada yada yada. But it was cool because I thought I was gonna get cut off, but then I said, like you, Charles, I also play fantasy football. And then I said it was kind of good luck for Taylor to be in this, at the games because there was a graphic that they put up and he goes, yeah, I saw that graphic too. And he goes, no, it's not luck. It's not luck. But then Harvey said, no, I think it is good luck. So it was kind of cool. My mom said it was the best one I ever did, but I don't know. I don't like all the ones that I go on. I don't like them. I always think I do a shitty job. So,
Why?
I don't know. I just
You gotta get out
don't
your own
like
head.
me. I just don't like me on it. I don't know. It's fun to go on, but I just don't like seeing myself, and I don't think I do a good job.
Clearly, you
I think
doing
I
something
sound
right because they keep
stupid.
bringing you back. So
I always feel like I think I sound stupid. That's what it is.
Do you
Jimmy
have to
G
pre-record
just
your
missed
stuff?
Devontae Adams wide
Mhm.
open. There was like not 15
Yeah.
yards around
It's-
Devontae Adams, and he
It's
missed him.
pre-recorded.
Marcus, that's your guy. That's your guy.
That's inexcusable.
Marcus will die on the hill of Jimmy G, but for 4 games, say somebody's done. That is
What?
about the most. Anyway, hey,
What
Gina,
happened?
we doing the show on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm doing it from a different site.
Oh, you gonna be on location? Yeah, buddy.
I will be on location.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
It's like we're gonna be back to the laugh and chill. We're going back to laugh and chill. Oh yeah.
Hey, so where's the noise? Why give it a noise every time she
Y'all know what that means. Like
Wednesday show
Wednesday goes down.
Wednesday is all about that what wise?
We're gonna do a lot of chilling. A lot
Sports
of
and drill.
Oh,
whoa.
hey, yo.
Yeah. That was different. Okay.
No, that was on the record. Didn't you watch the clip I sent in the group chat?
Oh, I did not. That's why I was just like, whoa.
Yo, the funniest
It
shit
was
that's
from
been
the last
posted in the
show.
last week was this dude Rod. the pipe shit. I was in tears, like tears.
Hey, she was the one that
It was
put
the
in
video
there.
before that.
Okay,
No,
okay.
She put it in the group. She was like, "Hey, make sure you're not late." That's all I said. I was like, "Oh, I know what that means. I know what that means."
Hey,
Drill.
look,
He
before
told me not to be late.
I bet he did.
But he did, yeah.
yeah, you don't want that late text, and I think I'm late text. But look, why before we head out of here, Wise, before you come down here again for a video shoot, can you please let us know that you're gonna be down here, man?
Hey, yo. First of all, Jordan, thank you for clarifying on my behalf, on your boy Ted's channel that, he did not indeed meet me.
Man,
I
we
was
not about
like-
to do this. We not about to do
I was like, wait, what?
We about to unload this now. We about to
No,
unload
I'm
this
just saying,
clip?
it
Oh
was
my God.
It was weird. It
Are
was
we
weird.
really about to unload this clip now?
No. It's not even. Jordan took care of it. Shout out to Jordan for that. I mean, he clarified, but come on, man. Like, Mo's my guy.
Why?
But we're
Hey.
not the same dude. We're not the same dude. Like, and
Ted
Mo's
is a
nose.
legend. Ted is a legend for that.
the thing that I told y'all that bothered me the most was how are you conversing? Like, what kind of conversations are you having? And you thinking you talking to me like,
Congratulations. You played
yeah,
yourself.
that's the shit that really was blowing my mind
No.
about it. Like,
The thing that I thought about though, Wise, was you were on his show.
I've been on his show. He wants me to come back
played
on.
yourself.
And I'm like, are you sure it's me? At this point, like, are you sure you want me? Or you want who you think is me? Like
You want
You should
Mo's?
send him a video. You should send him a video message back to him and be like, you want me or you want
the
Wise
other black
2.0?
guy. Like, or you want the other black guy? Like,
Well, then he's gonna invite me again.
I don't know. Like, I didn't understand it. I was like, there was a point where I was like, was I at the video shoot? Like, I was like, maybe I was there. Man, it's been a wild couple weeks for your boy, but I was like, I didn't think I was there. So
I think what was
Like,
hilarious was looking at Wise's response when he was like, "Hey, what I ain't been at no video shoot."
yeah, I was like,
Man, I swear, if y'all could have been on my end when I saw that, I fucking lost it right there. I lost it.
and just so y'all
No,
know,
wait. When I was on Ted's show,
these motherfuckers been killing me for 2 weeks now about this shit. Like, why is 2.0? Why is this? And I'm like, I was not there. Like, y'all do not get it. Like, and they just must.
no, you guys. When I was on Ted's show, and he goes, "I met Wise," and I was like, "Wait, oh, you did?" Like, Really?
Gina
Like,
was low key
hey,
mad at me for
hold
that
on,
shit.
hold on.
Like,
But Gina, he circled
how
the
you meet
block with
Ted, but you didn't
Jordan.
meet me yet? Like,
Gina, he circled the block with Jordan and was like, yeah, I met Wise. I said, oh, he confirmed it. I was ready for the jokes then.
this how crazy that was, right?
Confident on this.
I left a meeting at work because y'all was in the chat talking about, yo, Wise, you got to get in here. I was like, what the fuck is going on again? And sure enough, I hop in the chat and I asked him about his shoes. But I wasn't there. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you asked me nothing about my shoes. I wasn't there. Like, and not that I wouldn't have been there, you know, that would have been dope to go to, but I didn't go, man. Like, I wasn't there. Like,
man. Oh,
I think that's got to be the funniest shit I think I've ever been a part of in my life.
y'all, I ain't gonna bullshit. Y'all been having the ball with
my
that shit. Like, I
life.
ain't gonna lie. Y'all been having the ball with
and-
that shit.
Oh, my
I was talking to
goodness.
Jordan after, and he goes, and I go, you know what's funny is how great of a sport Ted was about when Jordan said,
awesome.
you know, all us black guys
All
look
black
alike.
look alike.
And he
said
didn't
that,
even like, he was so cool about it.
I chucked my phone at the wall. I chucked my phone. I was cold. Y'all have no idea.
He was such a good
if y'all would've been
sport.
over there
Like,
with me.
Oh,
But you know what? I think it was more funnier because I knew in Ted's face, like Ted was asking questions, but you could tell Ted was so confused. You could tell that was on his mind.
He was turning
'Cause Ted
red.
kept-
Like,
Ted kept asking,
he was
like,
turning red.
So
And I get it. He was probably like, oh shit, I didn't.
yeah.
And
So
it
he
ain't no
was?
hate toward Ted. Don't get this wrong. It ain't
No, I
hate toward
love
Ted.
Ted.
Oh no,
It's just
Ted.
No,
funny
no, I
as
love
hell.
Ted.
Like,
I do too.
He
I do
is.
so it's just gonna
And the
make it
fact that he
funnier
let-
when we actually do meet.
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
you know,
He let
I'm gonna have to hit him
us
with
like
Spider-Man,
roast
right?
him.
we got to do the Spider-Man thing. It'll be me pointing to the mirror or some shit. I'll figure it out. We'll figure some shit out. Like, but yeah, man. Sorry, Ted. I wasn't at this event that time.
Hey man, my
That-
boy
that
Ted
was
was
epic.
confident when he brought that back up to, and then Jordan was like, "Well,
He's like, sorry to break it to you, man.
hey,
You didn't meet him.
You didn't.
That's
meet him."
literally what I hopped in the chat too.
His
Like,
face.
You're like,
when
the
he
thing
said
is.
that was priceless. Because when he said that,
Mhm.
he was like, "What?" And
It
when he
was
said what,
that
dog, I cried right then and there. I was in
Fuck,
tears
dude.
laughing.
it was almost like
Me
the
too,
record stopping
me too.
sound was playing in his mind. Like you have that one, right, Wise?
which one?
The record scratch.
Oh yeah. Let me.
That's what it was in his mind. I'm like, wait, huh?
Yeah. Like, wait, what? It wasn't
Like,
Wise? You know.
what? I was like, oh,
That was
yeah.
top
This
fucking
is-
notch,
this
dude.
is going down in history books right here. This one going in the
Hell yeah.
rafters as jokes.
Man, yes.
I
Best
just
one so far.
didn't understand, man. I was like, damn, did I really go down the video shoot and I just don't remember? Like, I know I had some crazy weekends the last few
You're like,
weekends.
was I
but
high?
I ain't
You gotta
gonna
be
hold
more
you,
than
you know.
high if you didn't remember.
It was like it must have been some adventure, you know. But yeah, man,
I know. I
wasn't
was
there,
low
just to
key mad.
clarify.
I go, hey, you met Wise? Like,
You
Man,
weren't even
fuck
low key
that.
mad. You was
Right.
like, oh, so you just gonna meet Ted, but you're not gonna meet. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I met Ted. Like, hold on, what the fuck happened? Yeah, you was at the video shoot. I was like,
we were like, we were all like that too. Like, hey, you didn't tell us. Remember, we were like, hey,
I
why
said
didn't you
that.
tell us?
yeah,
That's
That-
fucked
that-
up.
Y'all act like I was keeping a secret, and that's what pissed me off. Like y'all was like,
Yes,
oh, so
yes.
you didn't want to tell us you was going down to support in the video? I was like, wait, what? Like I'm
was
holding back
confused.
like Fed secrets and shit. Like, you know, I was being outcasted, damn it. This is not cool. Like they thought I was trying to get on the other show. Like, you know, it's like you was really
Hey.
fucking with the other squad, but not fucking with us like that.
Hey, we didn't know if he was
Oh,
with the
that's
ops or not. We didn't know if he was
hilarious.
with the ops or not. We
I
had
was
to
the
check
ops.
you.
That's exactly what it was like.
He
Y'all
was
was
with the
treating me like
ops,
I was the
man.
He
ops.
does work for the government. He does work for the
Man, we-
I
government.
do.
So
I do work for the government. Yeah, y'all
I had-
treat me like I was the
Are
ops.
you the feds?
I was
you
like,
fed-
yo.
I be taking notes and shit.
You do.
So-
You do.
I had to go back to the text. It's like, why? This is Gina just like, Wise, we found out you met Ted, and Wise is sitting there like, what are you talking about? I never met him. And that's what started it off for the next like 3 hours.
3
It was just going
Three hours. It's been like 2.5 weeks. Like,
remember, Jordan walked out of the meeting because
I
he was
had
laughing
to.
too hard.
I had to.
That's
Because
right.
we was going down making jokes of the stuff that everything Ted confirmed with everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I told y'all, Ted gonna say something about his sneakers. Because I was like, Ted could be like,
did.
what sneakers? I said all this
Oh,
stuff. I was
that's
like,
right.
he's
And
gonna
he goes,
confirm.
nice sneakers.
and
I swear to
here's
God, I
the
said,
thing that
Ted
was pissing me
confirmed
off also, Rod.
everything.
Y'all wasn't understanding why I was upset. And that's why
No.
I had to go Gina and leave a voice note. But like, how did you have a conversation with me? Like, what did we talk about? Like, that's the shit I was like concerned about. I was like, who the fuck? What did they say to you? Like,
I told
were they
you, I told
disrespectful to you? Like,
Once he met him, he was like, yeah. But he over
Yeah,
there tapping
you
his
know.
boy. He over there tapping his boy like,
was he on some
Who is
weird
this
shit?
kid?
Like, you know, like
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on? So yeah,
imagine walking up to another dude calling him some wrong name and the person going with it. the
with
joke.
it, yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Like criminal. That's hey, we need to get Mo's side of this. I need to know what Ted said to Mo.
Hey, bring him on. Yeah, bring
I
him
really
on.
need to know, like, hey Mose, what did Ted say to you when y'all met, man? Because I would love to be a fly in the air when that was all going down. Because I know he was probably looking at him like, this motherfucker really don't know who I am.
Well, he even said when he was talking to Jordan, he said something about his shoes and he gave him a weird ass look. And I was like, that didn't that didn't make you think right then and there. Maybe I got the wrong motherfucker. Like, you know,
Yeah,
but,
he went, huh?
No,
Yeah, he was like, huh?
Yeah, we all, you know, maybe this ain't the same
Hey,
black guy.
and underrated part to all this. I forgot this was going on too in the chat when we first like had this revelation that Wise wasn't actually there. Dan didn't know who Darren Waller was. Remember, he thought Darren Waller was Devin Booker.
Oh yeah, that was happening. Yeah.
It was happening at
It was
the same
filtered
time.
it was filtered in between. I was
Yeah.
like, man, we'll get to that later. I
Well.
don't care about that. It's just- but that's how it kind of stemmed. That's how where the conversation really
Man.
stemmed from. And it just jugged Gina's mind to be like, hold up.
That is what started that shit, huh?
That's when
Like
it
that is what started that.
I
Yeah.
put the picture in there about Darren Waller, you remember? And he was like, wait a minute, hold on. And then all it took was for Gina to pop the question, hey, hold up. Hey, why would you be Ted? And I was like,
Exactly.
hey,
I
that's
was
how it
like,
looked. We was like, what?
what? Yeah. Like, hold
I
on,
really
wait,
kind
what?
of do want to know, like, why he ain't ever shared this information with us.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
said, I don't meet Ted.
Had me out here
I
like I was
said,
the
man.
ops. Cold
I know
world, man.
something.
Cold world.
I knew it was something.
I'm happy. I'm happy my name was cleared. You know, it was indeed shown that I
Yeah.
wasn't there in the video. So, you know,
Mhm.
Facts.
I
And,
appreciate
you
that.
know,
You know.
and Ted goes, yeah, he did look a little bigger than Wise too. So I thought that was different.
Sheesh.
And remember, I even looked
he
at
got hair.
TikTok. I go, wait a
I
minute.
don't have hair. I ain't had
I
hair
know.
in like 10 years.
Congratulations.
Like that shit is gone. Like
I was like looking at him. I go, wait,
I get
let
it. I
me
wear
see
hats
who he's
sometimes,
talking
but
about
shit.
here.
Yeah.
I'm all looking at videos and shit. And I go, wait a minute. There's Ted. There's John Chapman. There's Breezy. I'm like, I wonder if that's who he thinks is Wise. And his name is Mose.
said
Mose Wise.
He put those two together. I was like, he thinks Mose.
Big and black.
Is
They
Wise.
must be. They
I
must
was like,
attack.
that's all.
You know what I'm
he did.
saying? Like,
Mose and Wise got to be the same person. Yeah, that's what we're going.
But
with.
Mose looks
Great.
about, I don't know how tall Wise is. I don't know how tall you are.
Me
but
and
this
Mose
I'm
guy
like
looks really
6'7.5".
Me and Mose is about the same height.
What?
So he's about 6'2".
All right,
So,
Wizard
like-
Kelly.
Yeah, I ain't no fucking 6'7". Nah.
All right, Wizard Kelly.
Yeah. Wizard
Yeah.
Kelly, hilarious. Shout out to the Proud family. You know, shout out to the
Mhm.
Proud family.
Yeah,
Nah.
Mo's about the same height as me, so he's about 6'2".
Yeah, they taller than I am because I'm about 5'8". That's what I am.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a proud 5'8". You know, I'm still the
Yeah,
Wizard of
no.
Oz. So you know, still the Wizard of Oz. You know, with my 5'8"ness.
There's nothing wrong with being 5'8". I'm
Oh,
4'11".
now how would you-
know,
how would you
Jenny,
know?
I'm Shaq. You know, like I get it. You know, like I get it. That's why I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna take all kind of pictures with Gina because I'm gonna be like, shit, I'm like 6'4" right now. Shit, like I'm league bound. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me get this low level. Let me get this low angle shot.
yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
Perspective.
You know, like,
let these cats know what this height like.
yeah, we gonna catch all the angles. You know, like,
Y'all funny, man. Y'all
Let me get out of here, man. I'm still at this high school. Let me get home.
oh shit, it's 8. Yeah, I gotta go too.
Yeah,
Oh,
you might
shit,
want to
yeah.
get out of there.
What a
yeah,
great
especially high
show,
school and
though.
Late nights. Yeah, you don't need to be there. Yeah, they don't need to. They don't need to be
See,
checking.
look,
your
Christian. This is why
credentials
Christian get
see
to the
why you
barbecue,
there.
right?
No, they do not.
Christian is at the cookout always.
There you go,
weird,
Christian.
man.
There you
I
go,
fuck with Christian, man. Christian, the
Always.
homie for real, man. I fuck with Christian.
Next time we have
I
a video
love
shoot, Christian, you
Christian.
coming out there?
God.
Yeah.
Are we gonna know for sure?
Hell
Tim?
yeah.
Well,
Christian would
hopefully.
not. He would not mix up people. Okay, I'll tell you that much.
Christian wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't do a brother like
Facts.
that.
I can
You
see
know
him
what it's
walking up.
kinda
He would
I
never
can see him
do
walking
that.
up to Ted at a shoot. Like, for those of you who don't know, this is wise.
Christian
And
would
this
do
is-
that.
I see Christian doing that, and I would lose it.
He
I
would.
swear to you.
He probably announce a
I
brother.
would
Like,
lose it.
let me let y'all
Right.
know. My boy Wise is in the building. The real Wise.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
you know. Like, so
Yeah,
I would fuck
For
with
sure.
it, though. That's what's up.
love
Shout
you,
out to everybody in
Christian.
the chat. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate all y'all that's been here tonight. We love and appreciate y'all. Remember, become a Patreon member for only $10, y'all. Y'all can definitely be in here, get in these good questions. It don't even have to be all Niners type stuff. Yeah, that too. It can be
Yep.
about whatever's on your mind. We'll definitely answer it. If not that same week, it'll definitely be the week after or the show after. So definitely holler at us.
Right.
We truly appreciate y'all. And then some.
South Kakalaki.
Wow. Yeah. The other USC.
Oh, that's
We
my
appreciate you, though.
old neighbor then, Christian.
That's what's up. All right, hit the outro. It goes down Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah. That's what's
Wednesday.
up.
From
I'll be on
location.
location.
From
Uh-oh.
location. Shit, I'm-
Uh-oh.